exclusive production of the ND Sports Channel.
All right, hey, welcome to Grand Forks, North Dakota, and as we get ready for an EDC baseball matchup here on the ND Sports Channel between the Grand Forks Central Knights and the Fargo Davies Eagles. We are set up in a beautiful location here right off the third base line, just behind the left side batter's box up in the stands here at Kraft Field in Grand Forks inside of Apollo Park. We were here a couple weeks ago, just down the parking lot for Grand Forks Central softball when they took on the Fargo North Spartans. That was a doubleheader in which the Spartans got the better of the Knights in both of those games, 9-2 and 29-7 your finals in those two games here. So that brings us back up here one more time. Actually, we'll be up here again. We'll have a Fargo North softball doubleheader against Grand Forks Red River coming up here in a couple of weeks or so. And let's see here. Right now, I'm not sure if this is accurate. Let me hit refresh and we'll come back to the weather forecast here. Actually, it just refreshed. So we're at 83 degrees, mostly cloudy and a wind. Now it's going to refresh again. Now we're down to 80 degrees. Partly cloudy, and south-southeast wind at 3 miles an hour. We do have a 60% chance of rain a little bit later this evening, with a low dropping to about 53 tonight with winds out of the southwest. Pretty gusty, too, 20 to 30 miles per hour coming east and decreasing to about 5 to 10 as we head into the overnight hours. And then that chance of rain will increase to 80%, and we'll see rain pretty much all day on Tuesday. We'll see if that rain hinders anything in the Fargo area, because we'll be there tomorrow for a doubleheader between the Fargo North Spartans and the Valley City Highliners in a softball matchup, EDC softball matchup down at Mickelson Park on field number 1. You can hear that game here. Weather pending, I would presume. Once again, 80% chance of rain, high of 64 tomorrow, so it's going to be a little bit cooler than it has been the last few days here. Once again, umpires and two head coach of the two teams are meeting out home plate now, sharing lineups, sharing pregame stories and all that good stuff. The Grand Forks Central Knights, they are 4-1. They've not played as many games as some of the other opponents in the EDC have played. They've only played a total of 5 games. They won their first 4 and they lost. Part of that first 4 was a first game of a doubleheader against West Fargo Cheyenne, in which they won 10-6, and then they would lose the second game of that doubleheader back on Friday with a final score of 15-14. They would start off the season with a 15-6 win over Grand Forks Red River, and then a 14-4 win over Fargo Shanley Deacons, and then a 5-4 win against Fargo South in 8 innings of play.
And students and fans.
So that makes them 4-1.
Kraft Field for today's high school baseball.
And for the Fargo Davies Eagles, they are 7-6 on the year. Played a total of 13 games. They started out the season losing, winning, losing, winning, losing, winning, losing, winning in that alternating pattern before they'd pick up 3 in a row. They started with a 2-1 loss to Fargo South and a doubleheader split with Fargo North, 3-0 in the first game. They would lose 10-4 in the second game. And then Grand Forks Red River, they would win that one 6-5. They would lose to Fargo South 6-2. They'd pick up a split with Aberdeen Central in South Dakota, a 7-0 win in the first game, and an 8-7 loss in game number 2. Then they would play a doubleheader against Fargo Shanley, and they would win both of those games by the final score of 6-4 and 2-1. And then they would have a doubleheader against Wahpeton. They would win in the first game and blank Wahpeton by the score of 16-0. In that second game against the Huskies, they would actually fall to the Huskies by the final score of 8-3. And then they would come out of that Wahpeton doubleheader and do a doubleheader against West Fargo, and they would split that one as well. 4-0 loss in the first game and a 19-9 win in game number 2. So they've never won more than 3. They've never lost more than 2. The rest of the season has been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, on and off like a light switch there for the Fargo Davies Eagles. I want to thank everybody listening here online on the ND Sports Channel. Once again, you can go onto our schedule tab and take a look at all the upcoming broadcasts here, where we got some baseball on there, some softball. We even have some soccer games on there. So check out to see your favorite sport and if your team is playing. I know we have a pretty good matchup matchup coming up on
And playing left
I believe
field,
it's the
number 4,
19th
Camden
between the
Barda.
Fargo Davies Eagles and the Fargo North Spartans in high school
reserve
soccer. That game there could play a
Fargo
significant
Davies.
determination
Number 2,
in how that
Brooks Brown.
postseason shapes up there in girls high school
Number 8.
soccer. They're going through the starting
Braden
lineups on the floor right now
Doctor.
for the Fargo Davies Eagles.
Number 9,
They'll
Eric
follow that
Ball.
up with the home team
Number
on
13,
the
Riley
scoreboard,
Gilmer.
the Grand Forks Central
Gilmer.
Knights. Nice cool day. It was
Number
sunny when we
15,
got here to get
Cameron
set
Rowe.
up, and now the clouds have kind of
Fargo
rolled in,
Davies
and
is coached by
there might be a
Dan
small concern
Anderson,
if it starts
assisted
raining or
by
not.
Grant
But
Gibson
rain or
and
shine,
Scott
we'll be here
Ravenhoff.
as long as they don't postpone the game. We'll be here to cover
Now
every
here's the
single
starting
inning
lineup
of
for
this
your home
game
team,
here.
the Grand Forks Central Knights. Leading off and playing center field.
Let's see
number
here.
10, Will
For the
Eagleson.
Knights, they'll be out in the field, and then on the mound will be the junior Zach
Batting
Voden.
second,
Beyond the
third
plate,
baseman, number 12,
catching
Dalton Kohler.
Voden's pitches will be the junior Parker Stroll.
Batting third,
Around the
second,
bases at
number
first,
18,
you got
Parker
Joseph
Stroh.
Grabanski, the sophomore, the senior Connor
Batting cleanup and
Clemenson,
playing first base,
the
number 42,
senior at shortstop
Joey
is Zach
Grabanski.
Murphy, the juniors at third base, his name is Dalton
Batting
Colin,
fifth, the
and then in the
shortstop, number
outfield,
21, Zach
in
Murphy.
right for Grand Forks Central, you got,
Batting sixth,
I'm not
and
sure,
number 4,
let's see
Zach
here,
Brodden.
didn't have his grade in here, let's check the,
Batting seventh, and playing right
he's a
field,
junior,
number 9,
wears jersey
Cade
number
Barda.
9, Cade Barda. And then
Batting eighth, and playing
in
second
center
base,
field,
number
the
19,
junior
Connor
Will
Clemenson.
Eagleson. He will be wearing jersey number 10. And then
Batting
out in
ninth,
left
and playing
field
left field,
for the
number
Knights
11,
will be Brandon Holt. He
Brandon
is a
Holt.
junior for the Knights.
Here
So
are
once
the
again, that's
reserves
your outfield.
Central Knights.
And
Number
the
1,
lineup
Zane Miller.
for the Fargo Davies
Number 3,
Eagles.
Hunter
Batting
Moreland.
first will be the starting pitcher,
Number 14,
Taylor
Cole
Parrott. He's a
Winston.
senior. Batting second will be the catcher behind the
17,
plate,
Oliver
Zach
Wolf.
Kluvers, I believe is
Number
how
20,
the
Caleb
coach
Johnson.
told me down below. And if I got that wrong, I apologize. He's the
Number
catcher. He's a
22, Hunter
sophomore.
Georgie.
Number 3, the first baseman, Rylan Amold.
manager for
He is a
Central.
senior. Number 4, the center fielder, Jonathan
Big
Brooks.
Mike
He is
Gilman.
also a senior. Batting 5th will be the senior, Jackson Roper, the right
At this
fielder.
time,
Batting 6th will be the
ladies and
senior,
gentlemen,
Matt
please rise,
Hagan.
remove your cap or
Batting
hat,
7th
place
will be
your
the
right hand
designated
over your
hitter,
heart,
Jacob
stand with
Martum.
attention.
Batting 8th will be the
Singing
third
our
baseman,
national
Kobe
anthem,
Sen, and batting
Sammy
9th will be
Whale.
the sophomore, Sam Moser, and the left fielder, not batting, is Cameron Barda. We'll break now for the national anthem.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets were clear, our bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Sammy. Let's play ball.
All right, welcome back. Great job there on the national anthem by one of the students here. And we'll go through the bottom third of the Fargo Davies Eagles batting orders. We kind of had to zoom through that to get the national anthem. It'll be batting 7th, Jacob Martum, the junior, the designated hitter. Batting 8th, the freshman, Kobe Sen, the third baseman. And batting 9th will be the second baseman, the sophomore, Sam Moser. And then not batting but playing in left field will be the senior, Camden Barda. Once again, starting on the mound for the Grand Forks Central Knights is the junior Zach Vada, and he's taking his warm-up pitches right now. And I'll have to get used to not saying in the circle here, as we've done a whole bunch of softball games, and if I make that slip up, certainly apologize, but we'll do our best here. As all season long doing softball games, I've had to try to avoid the term on the mound. So we'll see if we can get it right here today. It's a beautiful day in Grand Forks. Once again, 80 degrees at last check on the forecast. We do have a chance of rain this evening, and that chance of rain currently sits at 60%. 80 degrees, partly cloudy with a north wind at 1 gusting to the south-southeast. Check that, not a north wind, a south-southeast wind at 1 gusting up to 3 miles per hour at times. So right now, not windy. It was a little bit gusty right before we went on the air, but that gusts kind of died down a little bit. We'll see if that picks up or if it doesn't pick up. And just as I say that, it sort of picks up once again. So once again, you got Vaden taking his warm-up pitches on the mound for the Grand Forks Central Knights. EDC matchup here between the Grand Forks Central Knights and the Fargo Davies Eagles, and we are going to get ready to play. Knights 4-1, the Eagles 7-6 on the season.
The pitcher number 11, Taylor Parrott.
And Taylor Parrott will lead things off for the Davies here in the top of the first inning. We're just getting underway. Time of the first pitch will be officially at probably 5:27 here, and here it comes right down the middle for a strike one. Nice job there by Zach Vaden, pitcher for the Knights. Not bad of a crowd on hand here either. Here's the next pitch. Swing. That'll be right over to the third baseman, Colin. Colin across the diamond to first in time for the ground out. It'll be a 5-3 on the ground out, and that brings up Zach Culvers, the sophomore. Clovers, excuse me.
Catcher number 3, Zach Clovers.
It is Clovers, so I'll get it right. I enjoy hearing that PA announcer here for the first couple innings. Make sure I get them all correct. So Zach Clovers, the sophomore, steps up, swings, got a piece of it, send it into the backstop, foul for strike number 1. Once again, we're just off the third base line, directly above the left side batter's box up here at the top back of the bleachers here in Kraft Field in Grand Forks. Nice view of Columbia Drive off into the distance there. Here's the 0-1. And that one's going to be popped up, and that should be a catch for Vaden, and it will be, and that's 2 up, 2 down for the Davies. That will bring up Ryan Amold.
First baseman number 12, Rylan Amold.
So pop up for the second out of the inning, and now Amold will step up to the plate to see if he can't get the Davies on the board here. Here's the first pitch, and looked like he wanted to show bunt, but then kind of pulled it back, and it came outside for a ball. Nice eye there by Amold, the senior, for Fargo Davies Eagles. 5 pitches now for Vaden, 4 strikes, 1 ball. 1 minute into the matchup. First pitch at 5:27. That appeared to catch the inside corner. We'll check the scoreboard here, as they are saying 2 balls, no strikes. So we'll go with 2 balls, no strikes on that. Here was the windup and the 2-0 delivery from Vaden, and he almost didn't get the full swing on that, and as a result, fouled it down the first base line into the Knights' dugout. Strike number 1, 2 balls, 1 strike now. 7 pitches, 5 strikes, 2 balls for Zach Vaden, the junior on the mound for the Knights. And here comes the 2-1 delivery, and that's right down the middle, and it was a little high. It'll be ball 3. Ball, fouled away, and a ball in that order on 4 pitches from Vaden to Amold. And here comes the windup on the 3-1 and the delivery and swing, and popped it into the dirt, foul. And I should say turf to be more specific, but East Region softball, bottom of the 3rd inning. Get some scoring updates here as the 3 balls, 2 strikes now after that fouled away pitch. It's Hillsborough Central Valley 13 and Mayport CG 0 going into the bottom of the 3rd inning. And that last pitch there by Vaden was fouled away by Amold. The count will remain 3 balls, 2 strikes. So payoff pitch number 2 coming up here for Vaden. And here's the delivery, swung on, hit high, foul down the first base line, and out of play, and he will remain alive on a full count, fouling away the last 3 pitches in a row from Vaden. Once again, 2 gone here in the top of the first for the Eagles. And payoff pitch number 3 on the horizon here. Here's the windup and the delivery, and he didn't want to swing at it. Didn't matter. It came into the strike zone anyway. He'll get caught window shopping, and that'll end the inning here for the Fargo Davies Eagles.
At the top of the first inning. No runs, no hits, no night errors.
And you just heard it. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Time of the top of the first inning. 3 minutes. We're back after this here on the ND Sports Channel.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Leading off the bottom of the first inning for the Knights is the center fielder, number 10, Will Eagleson.
All right, welcome back here to Kraft Field in Grand Forks. Will Eagleson will lead things off. No score here as we go into the bottom of the first inning. First pitch right down the middle. 4-strike run from the senior Taylor Parrott for Fargo Davies Eagles. Around the bases for the Eagles, you got Ryan Omold at first, Sam Mosier at second, Matt Hagan at shortstop, and Kobe Sen at third. There's a swing and a miss for strike two. In the outfield for the Eagles, in left, you got Cameron Barda, the senior. In center, the senior Jonathan Brooks. And in right, the senior Jackson Roper. Behind the plate is Zach Clouvers, he's a sophomore. And Will Eagleson will take that third pitch for ball one. So 2 strikes and a ball. And Parrott winds up and delivers the 1-2. Swung, and that'll curve out into right field. That'll be good for a base hit single. And 6 minutes into the game, we have our first runner on base. And that'll be Will Eagleson, the junior.
Number 12, Dalton Colston.
Nice hit there by Eagleson. That brings up Dalton Coland, I believe, unless I have his name misspelled. Thought I heard a couple S's there in his name of the PA announcer. Throw to first to try and pick off Eagleson is not in time, and they'll keep him in check over there on the first base bag. No balls, no strikes to the batter, Dalton Coland, the junior. That one looked to be a little down low, but it was just above the knees, and Coland will take that strike looking. 0-1 now. Nobody out here, bottom of the first inning. Parrott on the mound for the Eagles. He's thrown 5 pitches, 4 strikes, 1 ball. That's the exact count that the other pitcher had for Grand Forks Central on his first 5 pitches. That next pitch will miss for a ball. They'll even up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Once again, you got Will Eagleson on first, the runner for the Grand Forks Central Knights, and the batter is Colin, the junior. He's going to show bunt, pulled it back, and they look to come catch that outside corner, but no called strike.
For tonight's game, behind the plate, Michael Lucasen, and on the bases, Ryan Ingeman.
So 2 balls, 1 strike now the count to the batter, Dalton Colin. Checks first, delivers, it's a bunt, right back over to Parrott. Parrott picks it up, throws it to first, will get the out, and that will cause Eagleson to put on the brakes at second as he wanted to round it to third, but he'll have to stay right there.
Catcher number 18, Parker Stroh.
That brings up the next batter, Parker Stroh, a junior. So 1-3 on the fielder's choice ground out. That advances Eagleson to second, and the first pitch to Stroh is in for a strike. No balls, 1 strike, 1 gone. Runner on second in scoring position is the junior Will Eagleson. The batter, once again, the junior Parker Stroh, facing an 0-1 count from Taylor Parrott on the mound for the Eagles. And that throw goes into the dirt. And now Eagleson's going to take off for third, and now he'll be in standing on the wild pitch. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 1's across the board here. Parker Stroh, the batter, and the runner on third is Eagleson. Here's the pitch, a nice hit right over to the second baseman, And the throw to first will be in time for the second out of the inning, and Eagleson will score from third on the fielder's choice. So it's a 4-3 ground out. 4-3 ground out fielder's choice that scores Eagleson from third. That's the first run of the game. It took 9 minutes to get the first run across the plate. It's 1-0. Grand Forks Central Knights lead, and now the batter is Joseph Grabanski. Grabanski is a sophomore, takes the first pitch inside for ball number 1. Once again behind the plate is Zach Clovers, and he's a sophomore. And that'll miss outside, so the first pitch missed inside. The second one misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 out. No runners on. It's 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. Swung on a pitch that was up high, and the bat went underneath the ball, and 2-1 the count now. No runners on and 2 gone here. 1-0 lead for the Knights here, bottom of the first inning. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle, strike 2. Uses up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 10 minutes into the game now, Parrott has thrown 14 pitches. 9 of them have been strikes. Parrott winds up and delivers the 2-2. Swung on, hit out into right field, and it'll be nice grab there by the second baseman. He's able to get the out. He grabbed that right as it was about to go into right field, and then had he had one last step on that ball, that would have been a base hit single, if not a base hit double, but instead it turns into a 4-3 ground out to end the inning, and the Eagles, or the Knights will get 1 across the plate. 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on base. Time of the game so far, 10 minutes. Back after this on the ND Sports Channel.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
All right, welcome back to Kraft Field here in Grand Forks, just off the distance down the first base line. You can see Columbia Drive. 330 to the right field fence, 375 to right center, and 410 to straightaway center. And then you got 330 down the left field line as well here at Kraft Field in Apollo Park. 1-0 is the score. Grand Forks Knights lead the Fargo Davies Eagles.
7, Johnny Brooks.
That brings up Johnny Brooks, the senior. First plate appearance of the game comes at 12 minutes. Vada in that first inning threw 12 pitches, 9 strikes, 3 balls, and pitch number 13 coming up right here. Showing bunt, pulls it back, and I believe it was a ball. It missed down low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Davies are 3 up, 3 down on the top of the first inning. Let's see if they can do any better here. That one's going to be fouled away back into the cage, and that'll be good enough to even up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Once again, Vaden on the mound, and a refresher around the bases. You got Grabanski at first, Clemenson at second, Murphy at shortstop, and Colin at third. We'll get to the outfield here after this 1-1 pitch from Zach Vaden, the junior, on the mound for the Knights. And here it comes, down low, ball 2. In the outfield, you got the junior Brandon Holton left, the junior Will Eagleson in center, and then the Cade Barda is in right, and Cade is I believe he's a junior. Yes, that is correct, a junior. That one's going to be hit on to center field. It'll be good for a base hit there for Jonathan Brooks, and he'll have to put on the brakes at first, but 1 on base, nobody out, and that brings up Jackson Roper, the senior, batter number 5 in the order here for the Eagles, as last
Right
batter
fielder,
singles out into
number 18,
center field, and
Jackson Roper.
Jackson Roper steps up to the plate. Crowd's starting to fill in a little bit more here as more people are walking in, and probably one of the best days as far, not too hot and not too cold. Can't remember the last time I did a baseball game where it wasn't like teeth chattering cold. Actually, I take that back. April 4th of last year, we did a game in Enderlin, North Dakota, and that one was sunny and hot. April 4th this year is like 2 feet of snow on the ground. That first pitch is fouled over the Knights dugout for strike number 1. No balls, 1 strike now to the batter Jackson Roper. Runner on first is Jonathan Brooks. Brooks gets a slight lead off first. Volden will check over his left shoulder and deliver the 0-1. And that one's swimming high in the right center field. It'll drop for a base hit, and it might bring Brooks home. We'll see what kind of speed he has. He is indeed going to round third. It's going to be an RBI double for Jackson Roper. Got a nice swing on the bat there, and the wind helped him out a little bit. Going straight out into center, and the wind took it over to the 375 mark in right center there. Driving in Jonathan Brooks, who was at first to tie the game up at 1 apiece, and now they got another runner in scoring position off that RBI double by Jackson Roper. And now the batter is Matt Hagan, a senior, and he'll take the first pitch high and outside for ball number 1. 15 minutes into the game, and now we're tied at 1-1. The first run came at the 9-minute mark. The tie-in run came at the 15-minute mark. Vaden on the mound, checks over his shoulder at second, throws the 1-0, swing and a miss, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. All tied up at 1 apiece. Nobody out here. Top of the second inning, excuse me. Caught the outside corner for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Once again, no runners on. We're tied at 1. The batter is Matt Hagan. Check that. Runner on second. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So that'll retire Hagan. He'll strike out swinging and bring up Jacob. I'm gonna let the PA announcer take the reins on that one here, and then I'll copy him.
Designated hitter number 16, Jacob Martyrdom.
Martyrdom, there we go. If I got it wrong, so did the PA announcer. If I do get any of the names wrong, you can get us on Twitter at ND Sports Channel with a phonetic spelling of the name, and we'll get it right. There's a swing and a miss by Martyrdom for strike 1. Once again, runner on second is Jackson Roper. He got there via a 1-run RBI double out into right center field, right down near the 375 mark, out there in right center. Now Parker Stroll take a visit to the mound, and now he'll walk his way back behind the plate. Martyrdom will step back into the batter's box on the left-hand side of the home plate here and get set for the 0-1 pitch. Checks the runner at second, delivers the 0-1 on inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And now another visit between Stroll and Volden. 1's across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on. That runner is Jackson Roper on second. And here's the 1-1. Inside, ball 2. 17 minutes into the game now. That was pitch number 25 by Vaden. 17 strikes and 8 balls. 2-1 the count. Vaden sets up, quickly looks back at second, delivers the 2-1. Got it right down the middle, just above the knees of Martyrdom for strike 2 to even up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2, and that caught the outside corner, got him window shopping for the second out of the inning. That brings up Colby Sen, the freshman. So 2 down now here for the Eagles. They do have a runner on second. That would be the go-ahead run, as that go-ahead run drove in the tying run. Now we're tied at 1 with 2 gone here in the top of the second inning. Checks the runner at second, delivers the pitch, fouled away down the first base line for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. The count to the batter, Colby Sen. He's a freshman for Fargo Davies Eagles. And here's the 0-1. That one's popped up high. It's going to float out into right field and drop for a base hit. Here comes Roper from second. He'll round, and now the throw to second And it'll be an RBI double, and Roper and Sen will just switch positions, and it's 2-1 Eagles. Once again, a gust of wind kind of helping the Eagles out there as that one went to go straight out into right field, and then it went closer down the first base line as that one dropped and floated its way out into right field. 2-1 Eagles lead. That brings up Sam Mosier, the sophomore for the Eagles. And Mosier will pop that one up, and once again, the gust of wind will take that one and float it foul and out of play for strike number 1. I think I said about, I think it was this past Saturday, actually. We're doing a softball game between Fargo Davies and West Fargo Cheyenne, and I said that I liked the view of home plate there the most. I think I like this one the most now. Here's the 0-1, and that one's going to be hit right over the second baseman. Throw to first will be in time. Mosier not able to run out the throw, and that'll strand Sen on second and send the Davies into the outfield and bring up the home team on the scoreboard, the Grand Forks Central Knights.
No night errors, and 1 runner left on base. The score after 1.5
4-3 ground out to end the inning. That brings up Zach Murphy, Zach Vodden, and Cade Barta. Batters 5, 6, and 7. Taylor Parrott, when we come back, we'll throw pitch number 16. 10-5 on the split in favor of strikes for Parrott. Back after this here on the ND Sports Channel.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
All right, welcome back to Kraft Field here in Grand Forks. Wind starting to pick up a little bit. 80 degrees, partly cloudy. South-southeast wind at 1, gusting to 3. We do have a 60% chance of rain this evening. We'll see if that rain stays away long enough here to get this game over with here. But if it doesn't, no big deal. As long as the game continues, we'll continue the broadcast. Fair enough? Sounds good to me. First batter now for the Knights will be Zach Murphy. He's a senior for Grand Forks Central. And on the mound once again is Taylor Parrott, the senior. Pitch number 16 for Parrott comes in for a strike. On 16 pitches, 11 strikes, 5 balls. Time of the game so far, 21 minutes since our first pitch at 5:27 this afternoon. Got a couple minutes early start here. Here's the 0-1, and that one goes into the dirt. It'll be even up the count out. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And once again, you got a turf field here on the infield, but then in the outfield, it's grass. So right behind the, you got about maybe 12 inches of turf right where the brown turf meets the green turf, and then the green turf 12 inches later meets the natural grass. The last pitch came in for a strike. 1-2 the count now to Murphy. Parrott winds up, and that one's going to be hit right over the second baseman, Sam Mosier. Mosier will fling it over to first to Mold, and that'll be a 4-3 ground out for the first out of the inning there for the Knights.
Pitcher number 4, Zach Vodden.
So that brings up Zach Vodden, the junior. It's going to be a pitcher versus pitcher battle, the first pitcher versus pitcher battle of the spring season here on the ND Sports Channel. Is when it comes to baseball anyway. And that first one will be fouled away into the parking lot and hit the white truck that said City of Grand Forks on it. So whoever owns that truck, I'm assuming it's the City of Grand Forks. They might need to get an insurance adjustment on that one there. Fouled away, the second pitch catches the outside edge for strike 2, and here comes the 0-2 delivery. Swing, that one's fouled away once again and out of play. And where that one lands, nobody knows. That one was long gone out of here. No balls, 2 strikes. Fouled away 2 of these 3 pitches. Here's pitch number 4, and that'll come and miss on the outside for a ball. 1-2 the count now to the batter, Zach Vodden, the junior. Pitcher versus pitcher battle. Parrott on the mound pitching, Vodden in the batter's box batting. And Vodden's going to swing that one over to Mosier at second, and he'll get the Ground out on the 4-3 over to Omold at first. 2 up, 2 down.
Right fielder number 9, Cade Barta.
So the first 2 batters ground out on a 4-3. And that brings up Cade Barta, the junior. Batter number 7 in the lineup. Here's the first pitch, and now hit the outside corner for a strike. Barta, left-handed batter for the Knights. Parrott winds up, delivers the 0-1, high and outside, ball 1. Time of the game so far, 25 minutes. And Parrott has thrown 26 pitches in 25 minutes. Here's pitch 27, caught the outside edge for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count now to the junior, Cade Barta, for the Grand Forks Central Knights, the left-handed batter. Barta can get on base. It'd be Connor Clemenson, the senior, due up for the Knights. And there's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And Clemenson will have to wait until the bottom of the 3rd as that retires the Knights now.
For the Knights in the bottom of the 2nd, no runs, no hits.
Through 2 innings
No
of play,
errors and no runners
Fargo
left on
Davies,
base.
2 runs on 3
Score
hits,
for
no
2
errors,
innings
and
of
1
play.
left on base
Fargo
for Grand
Davies
Forks
2,
Central
Grand
Knights.
Forks
1 run on
Central
1 hit,
1.
no errors, and nobody left on base. Time of the game so far, 25 minutes. I want to thank our sponsors, Quality Home Restorations and Game Time. Back after this here on the ND Sports Channel.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality.
For Fargo Davies is the pitcher number 11, Taylor Parrott.
All right, welcome back. Taylor Parrott, another pitcher versus pitcher battle, the second one of the year when it comes to high school baseball here on the ND Sports Channel. I want to thank everybody listening, and whether it's from Fargo or Grand Forks here, appreciate it. First pitch into Parrott comes inside, ball 1. Region 2 baseball final just coming in now, and let's see here. The Thompson Tommies defeat the Mayport CG Patriots by the final score of 7-2 in a Region 2 baseball final. There's a swing and a miss, and by Parrott, and that'll even up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. If you have any finals on any games happening, whether it's softball or baseball, you can shoot those into us via our Twitter account at ND Sports Channel, or you can text us 701-404-9072, and those texts come right to my email, so it'll pop up right in front of me here, and I'll see it as long as I'm paying attention to my email and not the game. So no guarantee that it'll be an immediate reaction, but I will get it if you send it, and it will be announced on the air. Just don't send any funny stuff. Scores will be fine. 3 balls, 1 strike now, the count to Taylor Parrott. Parrott, the pitcher batting, winning the pitcher battle at this point in time. Vodden winds up and delivers the 3-1. Outside, ball 4. Parrott wins the pitcher battle. He walks on 5 pitches. That brings up the, I want to say top of the order.
Catcher number 3, Zach Kluvers.
And it's actually the second batter into the top of the order. Zach Kluvers. He's 0 for 1 with an infield fly out to the pitcher, Zach Vodden, his last time at bat. He popped it right up, and Vodden made the catch. So for the second out of the inning. And showing bunt, the runner takes out for second. Throw to second is safe, not in time. Nice slide in there by Parrott, feet first slide, and he just barely beat the throw on that one. Nice strong throw by Parker Stroh, the junior, but just couldn't quite get it there in time to get Parrott out at second. Parrott will get a good 10-12 feet lead off second. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be a bunt. Right back over to Vodden. Vodden will swing it over to first. The throw will be made in time. It'll be a 1-3 ground out on the fielder's choice that advances Parrott over to third, and that brings up Ryan Amold, the senior.
First baseman number 12, Rylan Amold.
All right, so Rylan Amold 0 for 1. Struck out swinging his last time at bat. Run on third, and the first pitch goes down into the dirt. Here comes Parrott, and the throw to home, not in time, and he slid across there like a lightning bolt there. That's what happens when you slide on turf. You just slide for miles and miles and miles. So on the pitch in the dirt, Parrott will make it home, and it'll be ball 1 to a Mold. 1 ball, no strikes. Now no runners on, and a 3-1 lead for the Eagles. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Swung on, hit deep into left field. Going back, and it'll drift foul. He'll have to come back and try that one again. As we hit the 30-minute mark of our broadcast now. First pitch at 5:27 this afternoon. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. No runners on. 3-1 lead for the Fargo Davies Eagles. Here's the 1-1. Swung, and that's chopped foul down the third base line. Not quite as deep as the last one, but foul nonetheless. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Once again, Mold is 0 for 1. Struck out swinging his last plate appearance. And winds up and delivers the 1-2. Swung on, and this one is fouled down the third baseline again. Just barely, though. It was fair going down the third baseline, then it took a wicked bounce to the left right before it got to the third base bag. Third baseman Dalton Colin scooped it up with his glove, and as soon as he did, the umpire said foul. Remains 1-2, and that one's fouled again down the third baseline. And a nice catch there by one of the guys in the Fargo Davies Eagles t-shirts there. He caught that barehanded. That ball was coming at him at a good 60 plus miles per hour, and he caught that one like it was a sponge. It's probably the highlight of the game so far. Put that in the highlight reel. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 times at the plate for a Mold, and 2 strikeout swings. And that brings up Jonathan
number
Brooks.
7, Johnny Brooks.
Once again, 2 out now, and a 3-1 lead for the Eagles here in the top of the 3rd inning. And here's the first pitch. That'll come inside, and it just missed. Ball 1. Brooks is 1 for 1 with a single to left center his last time at bat. And now he faces a 1-0 count. Here's the delivery, and that's outside for ball 2. A good eye there by Brooks to not take a swing at that one there. Vaughton may have been trying to get Brooks to chase that one, and he did so unsuccessfully. Actually, that did catch the outside corner. They changed it just now on the scoreboard. So, and then that following pitch is in for a strike. So instead of 2 balls, no strikes, it's now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that puts the Davies back in the dugout. Last 2 batters strike out swinging, and that brings up Connor Clemenson, Brandon Holt, and Will Eagleson. Batters 8, 9, and 1 for the Eagles when we return, or for the Knights, excuse me, when we return after this on the ND Sports Channel.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo.
All right, welcome back. And as we come back, Connor Clemenson takes the first pitch for strike one, and now he'll send the second pitch deep into center field, and it'll be caught by Jonathan Brooks. 1 up, 1 down for the Knights here in the bottom of the third. They trail by 2 runs. It's 3-1 advantage Fargo Davies
Left fielder number
Eagles.
11, Brandon Pope.
So pop out to center field. Brooks makes the catch, and that brings up the second batter. Batter number 9 in the order, Brandon Holt. He's a junior for the Knights. He'll send the first pitch down the third base line. Will it stay fair? It doesn't matter. It did drift foul. But a nice job there by Kobe Sen to make the catch. 2 up, 2 down for the Knights here in the bottom of the third. And that brings up the next batter, Will Eagleson. We head
Center
back to
fielder
the
number 10, Will Eagleson.
top of the order now for Grand Forks Central. He's 1 for 1 with a single down into right field his last time at bat. See what he can do this time around, and he'll take the first pitch right down the middle for strike 1. Time of the game now, 34 minutes. Bottom of the third, 3-1 with 2 gone. Here, this that one's up high and outside a little bit. I'll even up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. This top or bottom half of the third inning so far has taken less than 1 minute. We already have 2 down. That one's in the dirt, and if he keeps throwing them in the dirt, it'll surpass the 1 minute mark here very quickly. 2-1 the count. Here's the windup and the delivery, and that one goes into the dirt. 3 balls, 1 strike. Once again, just a reminder, it's a turf field on the infield here, right where the brown turf meets the green turf. There's about another 12 inches of turf before it goes to the natural grass into the outfield. That pitch there on the 3-1 catches the corner for a strike, making it a full count. Here's the payoff, and he fouls that one away into the netting. To the right side, towards the Knights dugout. A couple of fans sitting behind the net there. Flinched a little bit. That one will be fouled away, and that nearly hit the light post right behind the Davies dugout. Pitch number 8 coming up here between Parrott and Eagleson. Payoff pitch number 3. That one's going to be hit down into right field, and it'll drift foul. No chance for a catch on that one as the gusty winds took that one really quickly and made it not playable. Last 3 pitches have been fouled away by Eagleson. He's 1 for 1 with a single into right field, and that's where he sent that foul ball just now. Just payoff pitch number 3. Caught the outside corner, caught him window shopping, and now that's 3 up, 3 down. Took a while for Eagleson to go down, but he eventually did go down. Strikeout looking, that'll bring up batters 5, 6, and 7 now for the Eagles. You got Roper, Hagan, and Martin, senior, and the junior. When we come back after this, after a message from one of our new sponsors, Game Time, here on the ND Sports Channel.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
All right, welcome back. Through 3 innings of play, Fargo Davies, 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 1 left on base. And for Grand Forks Central Knights, 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. Time of the game so far, 37 minutes. And stepping up to the plate is Jackson Roper. He's 1 for 1 with a single to deep center field.
For Fargo Davies is the right fielder number 18, Jackson Roper.
Roper hit it out to straightaway center. The wind took it to the right a little bit, and it dropped right in front of the fence, right around the 375 marker out there. His last time at bat. And here's the first pitch. And he's showing bunt, and that'll be bunt right back there to Vaden. Vaden will pick it up, throw first. Did he beat out the throw? He did not. It'll be a 1-3 on the ground out. Took a while there for the umpire to confirm the call.
Shortstop number 14, Matt Hagan.
Vaden had to run to his left off the mound a little bit to scoop that up with his glove and then turn around and throw it over to first, and that almost gave the runner enough time to get there. But 1 up, 1 down for the Eagles now. They lead 3-1. That brings up Matt Hagan. 0 for 1, the strikeout swinging, and that first pitch comes inside for a ball. Once again, after the conclusion of this game, a couple hours or less maybe, it'll be available for a 24/7 replay on our website here at ndsportschannel.com. The 1-0 pitch comes across for ball 2 to make it 2 balls, no strikes. I thank everybody listening right now as we approach the just shy of the 1 hour mark of our broadcast here, but only 39 minutes into the game. That pitch comes inside for a strike right down the middle by Vaughn. Nice pitch there by the junior, and that is officially 50 pitches now for Zach Vaughn on 50 pitches, 34 strikes and 16 balls. And here's pitch 51. Caught the outside corner for strike, and now even up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. So a ball, and then a strike on 4 pitches from Vaughn to Matt Hagan. And Hagan, once again, the senior right-handed batter. And now here comes the 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Hagan, 2 plate appearances, 2 strikeout swings. So that's 2 gone for the Davies.
16,
That brings up
Martindale.
Jacob Martindale. I think he said it differently the first time he came up. He's 0 for 1, struck out looking, got caught window shopping his last time at bat. His last plate appearance, I should say. And that one will be hit, and that'll be a blooper out into center field. It'll be good for a base hit, and a nice job there by Eagleson to throw it back into the infield to make sure the Martindale stays on first, and that'll bring up Kobe Sen, the freshman.
Third baseman number 10, Kobe Sen.
Sen's 1 for 1. Deep shot to right field. His last at bat. Made it to second on that swing of the bat. And with the runner on first, here's the first pitch, and a little high outside, ball 1. Once again, the runner on first is the junior Jacob Martindale. And the batter once again is the freshman Kobe Sen. He's 1 for 1 with a double, and now facing a 1-0 count. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Nice pitch there by Vaughn as it came down the inside, then floated across the plate, going to the outside. Evens up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Winds up, 1-1. Ooh, and that one hit him on the left hip there, and he will advance to first via hit by a pitch. That puts Martindale on second, and that will bring up Sam Mosier, the sophomore. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out, 1-3 right back to the pitcher, his last plate appearance. So 2 runners on. Eagles have a 3-1 lead over the Knights here on their home field. I'll have a short visit to the mound here. Looks like we'll have a new pitcher. Looks like Vaughn's going to move over to third base, possibly. And that will indeed be the case. We'll have a new pitcher. We'll tell you more about who that is when we come back after this here on the ND Sports Channel.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download
The second
Game Time
annual
free on the
Shields
App Store
All-Star
today.
Softball Game is coming to the ND Sports Channel on June 4th and 5th. The East swept the series last year, and the West is looking to prevent that from happening again. Game 1 is in Fargo on June 4th, with Game 2 in Mandan on June 5th, and the ND Sports Channel will be there to bring you the coverage from the first pitch to the final out. It's the second annual Shields All-Star Softball Game, June 4th and 5th, on the ND Sports Channel. ND Sports Online.
Playing third base for Central is number 4, Zach Bodden.
All right, so the third baseman and the pitcher just flip-flop. Dalton Cullen on the mound now for the Knights. First batter he will face will be the sophomore Sam Mosier. And that first pitch will miss outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. And that one's outside for 2 balls, 2 balls, no strikes. Vaughn on the mound threw a grand total of 56 pitches. 38 of them were strikes. The other 18 were balls. So we'll see if he comes back later or not. That one's going to miss inside for another ball, and quickly it's 3 balls, no strikes to Sam Mosier from the new pitcher Dalton Cullen, the junior for Grand Forks Central. Here's the 3-0. That caught the top half of the strike zone there, right below Mosier's shoulders for strike 1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Checks the run on first, glances over to second, winds up, delivers the 3-1, and that goes into the dirt. Runners are going to take off, and the runners will advance from first and second to second and third. And that will, well, they wouldn't have advanced officially, because that would have been ball 4 to
number
Mosier.
11, Taylor Parrott.
So the runners advance via the 5-pitch walk, and now the top of the order once again. For the Eagles, it's a pitcher versus pitcher battle. Taylor Parrott, 0 for 1 with a ground out. His first plate appearance, his last plate appearance, he was walked on 5 pitches. First pitch outside, ball 1. It was a 5-3 ground out his first time at bat. And then, as I said just a moment ago, his last plate appearance, he was walked on 5 pitches. 3-1 lead for the Davies here. Top of the 4th inning. That one will catch the upper edge of the strike zone and even up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. The bases are loaded. You got Sam Mosier, the sophomore, on first. Kobe Sen, the freshman, on second. And Jacob Martindon, the junior, on third. The batter is the senior Taylor Parrott. Pitcher versus pitcher battle. Winds up, delivers the 1-1. Swing and a miss, and he caught a piece of that. Sent it into the brown-colored turf, otherwise known as the dirt. And that'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. 3-1 lead for the Davies here in the top of the 4th. Parrott, the batter, facing a 1-2 count. And now umpire calls time. Parrott will step out of the batter's box, take a couple practice swings, step back into the batter's box, and we are getting ready for action once again. Once again, the count's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases are loaded. 2 gone here. Top of the 4th. Davies lead 3-1. That one's high up into left field. Going back, and it is going to drop right in front of the fence. 329 feet. And going to second is safe. So it's going to be a 3-run RBI double for Taylor Parrott. Thought for a moment that one could have been gone. That double to deep left will drive in 3 runs. And that makes it 6-1 here with 2 gone in the top of the 4th inning.
Catcher number 3, Zach Kluvers.
Scoreboard shows 6 runs, 4 hits. I got 6 runs, 5 hits. Zach Kluvers, the sophomore, 0 for 2, a fly out and a ground out his last 2 plate appearances, and this one will be chopped foul down the third base line for strike number 1. 10 pitches for Colin now, and even split of 5 strikes, 5 balls. No balls, 1 strike. Taylor Parrott, the runner on second. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Outside, evens up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Parrott with a 3-run RBI double on the deep left that just came about 18 inches shy of being a grand slam. Now he's on second, and Culvers is facing a 1-1 count. Inside, ball 2. Culvers actually had to lean back a little bit on that one. Came up close to his chin. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 gone here in the top of the 4th. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit, now make it right into left field. Nearly clipped Parrott on the left hip as he came into third. He'll round third to make it 7-1, and it'll be an RBI single for Clovers.
First baseman number 12, Ryan Amo.
So that brings up the senior, Rylan Almold. 0 for 2. Struck out swinging his both plate appearances so far in this game. 2 gone, and it's 7-1 now. Fargo Davies leads here in the top of the 4th. Runner goes, throw to second, will not be in time. It's going to roll out into shallow center, but Culvers will stay at second via the stolen base. That puts run number 8 in scoring position for the Eagles, but there are 2 gone. Amold is facing a 2 balls, no strike count. Coland not doing probably as hot as his coaches thought he might do, coming in for Vaden on the mound, and there he throws a strike there on the outside edge though. 2 balls, 1 strike. They're saying 1 ball, 1 strike. I don't know what they saw that I didn't, but that one will be hit right over to the third baseman. Throw to first is in time, and it'll be a 5-3 to end the inning. So 5-3 ends the inning, and
Eagles in the top of the 4th inning.
4 runs in that inning.
3 hits, no night errors, and 1 runner left on base. Score after 3.5.
Time of the game so far,
Fargo
50
Davies,
minutes.
7,
Fargo
Central
Davies, 7 runs on 6 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. Grand Forks Central, 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. And once again, the scoreboard is off by a hit according to my numbers, so it's either 6 hits or 5 hits. We'll see if we can confirm that, and we'll do that right after this here on the ND Sports.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo.
The 2nd annual Shields All-Star Softball Game is coming to the ND Sports Channel on June 4th and 5th.
All right, welcome back. It's 7-1 as we head into the bottom
Pitcher
of the
number
4th.
12,
Fargo Davies Eagles
Dalton
leads
Cohen.
the home team here, the Grand Forks Central Knights. Taylor Parrott on the end of the game. Taylor Parrott on the end of the game. Taylor Parrott on the end of the game. Taylor Parrott on the mound for the Davies Eagles. And the first pitch comes into the batter, Dalton Cohen, for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out, a 1-3 ground out his last plate appearance, and he'll foul that one pretty much right in between the only spot you could hit it into to get it out of the ballpark on a grounder. 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's the windup and the 1-1 delivery, and that one's going to be a chopper, and nice job there. And the underhand scoop throw over to first from Parrott is good for the 1-3 ground out. Parrott had to run over to his right a little bit. Then he took a couple steps towards first and just gave a gentle underhand toss there to Amold. That's 1 down for the Knights and brings up Parker Stroh, the junior. Stroh will hit that one out into left field, and it'll drift foul for strike number 1. Stroh's 0 for 1 on a 4-3 ground out his last plate appearance. No balls, 1 strike. 1 gone here. No runners on for the Knights. They trail 7-1. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Up high up high outside is what I meant to say. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, right line drive to the third baseman. He caught that one just above the ground. That was a low line drive, and he caught it. Nice job there by Kobe Sen, the freshman, at third base for the Eagles, and that's 2 up, 2 down now.
Number 42, Joey Grabansky.
I'll have to remember that one, clock that one into my memory there. There's no option full. Any lower, it would definitely low. Any lower, it would definitely low. Any lower, it would definitely low. Any lower, it would have been a grounder on the ground. 2 pitches now to Grabansky and 2 balls. Grabansky's 0 for 1 with a ground out his last plate appearance. And the pitch comes in the inside corner, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike now. The count to Joseph Grabansky, the sophomore for the Knights, who trail 7-1 here. Now swing and a miss for strike 2. They'll even up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes, and that's 50 pitches now for Parrott. 35 strikes, 15 balls. Winds up and delivers the 2-2. Outside, full count. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th, 7-1 lead for the Eagles. Here's the payoff pitch off the top of the glove and into the backstop, and that will advance Grabansky over to first on 4 balls and brings up Zach Murphy, the senior, 0 for 1 on a 1-3 ground out his last time at the plate.
Shortstop number 21, Zach Murphy.
Once again, Zach Murphy, a senior. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out and takes the first pitch for a strike. Grabansky, the runner on first for the Knights, looking to get a run or 2 of these 4 that they gave up in the top of the inning back. They trail 7-1 right now, and that one will just miss to the outside, a little bit down low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. I want to thank our sponsor, Game Time, as well as Quality Home Restorations. And don't forget the 2018 Shields All-Star Softball game coming up June 4th and 5th here on the ND Sports Channel as well. That pitch, next pitch to Murphy, came low and inside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count now. Parrott winds up, delivers the 2-1, and hit right to the second baseman. Nice sliding grab. Throws it to the shortstop to get the force out at second, and that will end the inning. So, he will ground out, and that will a 6-4 on the final out of the inning, and that brings up the Eagles batters 4, 5, and 6. You got Brooks, Roper, and Hagan. Senior, and senior due up for the Eagles when we come back, and Colin taking over the duties on the mound will throw pitch 17 right after this here on the ND Sports Channel.
The second annual Shields All-Star Softball Game is coming to the ND Sports Channel on June 4th and 5th. The East swept the series last year, and the West is looking to prevent that from happening again. Game 1 is in Fargo on June 4th, with Game 2 in Mandan on June 5th, and the ND Sports Channel will be there to bring you the coverage from the first pitch to the final out. It's the second annual Shields All-Star Softball Game, June 4th and 5th on the ND Sports Channel, ND Sports Online.
All right, welcome back here to Kraft Field in Grand Forks. A little breezy. It was 83 when we got here to set up today, and it was 80 right around first pitch. And we can update that. We do have a 60% chance of rain tonight.
Inning for Fargo Davies is the center fielder number 7, Johnny Brooks.
And we drop down to a temperature of 76 degrees. Johnny Brooks will step up to the plate here for the Eagles. Batters 4, 5, and 6. The middle of the order due up for Fargo Davies here in the top of the 5th. And the first pitch will catch the outside corner for strike 1. Brooks is 1 for 2, a single to left center his first time at bat. He struck out swinging his last plate appearance. Takes that first pitch for a strike, and 0-1 the count now to Brooks. Here's the 0-1 wind up into the delivery, and a swing and a miss on a pitch that would have been down low for a ball. And Colin gets ahead on the count here, 0-2. No runners on, 7-1, top of the 5th. Here's the 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. That last pitch came across at 44 miles per hour.
Right fielder
Try
number
and
18,
gun down
Jackson
some more of those
Roper.
pitches here throughout the remainder of this game. Strikeout swinging brings up Jackson Roper, the senior, 1 for 2 with a double to deep center and then a ground out on a 1-3, his last plate appearance. And he'll take that first pitch right down the middle for a strike. It looks like Roper wanted to swing on that one, but he chose not to, and it was a strike regardless. 0-1 the count now with 1 gone and no runners on. Davies lead 7-1. That pitch a little low and outside. They'll even up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Once again, around the bases for the Knights, you got Grabanski at first, Clemenson at second, Murphy at shortstop, and Vaden, the former pitcher, is now at third. And that pitch will come in for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Looked a little low to me, but they called it a strike. Behind the plate is Parker Stroh once again on the mound. The former third baseman Dalton Colin has thrown 22 pitches, 12 strikes, and 10 balls. Pitch number 23 on the horizon here. Winds up, and now he delivers the 1-2 and up high for a ball to make it 2 balls, 2 strikes. On 4 pitches, a strike, a ball, a strike, and a ball in that order to Jackson Roper, the senior for Fargo Davies Eagles, who leads 7-1 here in the top of the 5th. Here's the 2-2 delivery up high, and it went right below his shoulders. Roper not in agreement with that called strike, but he'll go down looking.
Shortstop number 14, Matt Hagan.
So we officially reached the 1-hour mark of the game now. First pitch was at 5:27. We were at 80 degrees then. Right now we're at 75 with a slight breeze out of the south-southeast. That one will be hit right over the shortstop, and it'll go through his legs. It'll be the first error of the game. At least I'll put it in there as an error. We'll see if they do on the scoreboard. And they do. So he'll reach on an error.
Designated hitter number 16, Jacob Marterdam.
That brings up Jacob Marterdam, the junior, 1 for 2. Strikeout looking his first plate appearance, and he singled out into shallow center his last time at bat. Runner on first is Hagan. And the swing, and he'll get a piece of that one, but send it foul to the backstop for strike number 1. Once again, we're looking at a 60% chance of rain tonight, dropping down to a low of about 53 with winds out of the south-southwest, shifting to the east-southeast between 10 and 15 miles per hour. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count now to Jacob Marterdam with 2 gone and a runner on first, and the Eagles lead 7-1 here in the top of the 5th with 2 out. 1 hour, 1 minute time of the game. Pitch 28 coming up here for Colin. 15 strikes, 12 balls on 27 pitches. Delivers the 1-1 inside. Now a throw to first, and they will not get the tag out. So it came inside for a ball. Then Stroll whipped it down to Grabanski at first to try and tag out Hagan, but Hagan will slide in safely on a head-first slide. And that'll bring it back to the pitcher, Colin, who will wind up and deliver the 2-1. And that'll catch the inside corner for a strike, and even with the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2's across the board now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first is Matt Hagan, the senior. The batter is the junior, Jacob Martin. He's 1 for 2. Strikeout looking, and a single to shallow center his last at bat. And that one will be fouled away out of play right behind us here, and he'll remain alive at 2-2. A lot of nice cars out in the parking lot there. I don't know if they would put some warning signs up in those particular parking spots for future games. Just a suggestion. They do have warning signs right in front of us here saying no sunflower seeds or shelled nuts. And that one will be hit deep into left field, and not being able to make the grab is Brandon Holt. He tried to catch it, but it bounced off his glove. And now the throw into third will go over Vaden's head, and it'll be picked up by Colin, the pitcher. And now you have runners on second and third via a double on the left field for Jacob Marterdam.
Third baseman number 10, Kobe Sen.
So another error goes into the books, and runners on second and third. Kobe Sen, the freshman, 1 for 1 with a double. He fouls that first pitch away. 1 for 1 with a double to right field, his first at bat, and he was hit by a pitch his last plate appearance. Fouls this one away for strike 1. Runners on second and third once again. 7-1, 2 out here, top of the 5th. And that one will be chopped, and it'll be a bouncer right over the third baseman. Throw across the diamond to first is in time for the out. And that will end the inning. They'll strand 2 in scoring position. Time of the game so far, 1 hour and 4 minutes.
Top of the 5th inning, no runs and no hits.
5-3, ground out to end the inning. We're back after this here on the ND Sports Channel.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo.
All right, welcome back to Kraft Field here in Grand Forks. Through 4.5 innings of play, you got Fargo Davies, 7 runs on 7 hits, no errors, 4 left on base. And for Grand Forks Central, 1 run on 1 hit, 2 errors, and 1 left on base. Time of the game so far, 1 hour, 5 minutes. Taylor Parrott will remain on the mound for the Eagles. And the first batter he'll face here in the bottom of the 5th will be Zach Vaden, the junior, now playing third base. He started the game as the starting pitcher for the Knights. He'll be batters 6, 7, and 8 due up here in the bottom of the 5th for Grand Forks Central.
Number 3.
And we'll have a pinch hitter, and it'll be Hunter Moreland coming in for the previous batter at the number 6 spot. Moreland is a senior. He takes the first pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 delivery. And that will just miss on the outside, even up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. A little hesitation there on the ump to make the call on that pitch. Once again, 330 down the first baseline, 330 down the third baseline. Next pitch comes across for strike 2. Straightaway center field is 400. Out in right center, it's 375. I would guess it's about the same in left center. And there's a swing that will go right over the shortstop and through his legs into shallow left field. It'd be good for a base hit, single, and he thought for a split moment there to go towards second, but he will put on the brakes and backtrack. It'll be a hit for Moreland. 1 for 1 for Moreland now, and that brings up
Hitting for the Knights,
another
20,
pinch hitter.
Johnson.
And they'll bring up the junior Caleb Johnson entering into the batting lineup at the number 7 spot. 60 pitches for Parrott now. 40-20 in favor of strikes. And there's another strike from Parrott. Down low on the inside corner. Runner on first is Moreland. He's a senior. The batter once again is Caleb Johnson, pitch hitting at the number 7 spot in the lineup for the Knights. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, and while he actually caught a piece of that and sent it right into the turf right behind home plate, it'll be considered a foul ball, and strike 2, 0-2. Nobody out. Knights trail 7-1 as we reach the 1 hour, 7 minute mark of the ball game here. Glances over at the runner at first, delivers the 0-2 outside, ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runner on first for the Knights. The batter once again is the junior Caleb Johnson. First plate appearance of the night. And he'll take that one looking. Strike 3, got him window shopping. And that will be the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up, we presume, Connor Clemenson.
Second baseman, number 19, Connor Clemenson.
And it will indeed be him. Parrott glances over at first, delivers the first pitch, misses on the inside for ball 1. That pitch came across at 45 miles an hour. Check the next couple here. Glances at first, winds up 1-0 outside, ball 2. That one came across the plate at 51, just shy of 52 miles an hour. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the 2-0 delivery, and that's down low in the dirt for ball 3. 53 miles an hour on that one. Runner on first is the pinch hitter. I forgot his name. Let me look. Moreland. And that one's going to be hit high up into center field and running for it. Right fielder, center fielder, they collide into each other and the ball drops. Or did he catch it? No, he caught it. He's out. And it looks like Jonathan Brooks might be hurt out there in center field as he collided with Jackson Roper as the two went for that pop fly that went on to right center, right down by the 375 mark. And both Brooks and Roper on the ground. I think check that Brooks got the worst of that collision of the two. So they'll run out and check on them, and while they do that, we'll take a break and be right back here on the ND Sports Channel.
The second annual Shields All-Star Softball Game is coming to the ND Sports Channel on June 4th and 5th. The East swept the series last year, and the West is looking to prevent that from happening again. Game 1 is in Fargo on June 4th, with Game 2 in Mandan on June 5th, and the ND Sports Channel will be there to bring you the coverage from the first pitch to the final out. It's the second annual Shields All-Star Softball Game, June 4th and 5th on the ND Sports Channel. ND Sports Online.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo.
All right, welcome back to Kraft Field here in Grand Forks. 7-1, 2 gone here in the bottom of the 5th. And the good news is Brooks and Roper will remain in center and right field as they collided there right before the break. And Brooks made the catch for the second out of the inning to retire Clemenson. And I would imagine that was nothing more than the two of them got the wind knocked out of each other. They are doing fine, and they're ready to play again. That pitch comes right down the middle for strike 1 to Brandon Holt. And that one crossed the plate at a toasty 64 miles an hour. Holt is 0 for 1 with a fly out. He popped foul down the third base line his last time at the plate, and that one come outside, even up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Hunter Moreland, the senior, is the runner on first, just to refresh your memory there, as we had an extended break when the two outfielders collided. And here's the 1-1. Swung on, and that'll drift its way into left field. And that'll be scooped up by Barta. And it'll be good for a single. And the runner will advance to second, put on the brakes there. And that'll bring up Will Eagleson, the top of the order
Center
for
fielder, number 10,
the Knights.
Will Eagleson.
Nothing the Eagles could do about that one. It was just hit right into the position it needed to hit to find its way out into left field. So runners on first and second now. Got Moreland on second. You got Holt on first on the pitch, and that'll be a chopper right over to the second baseman. Delayed throw to first, and he got him just barely, though, and that will end the inning. He hesitated a little bit there, Matt Hagan did, but he was able to give it over to Rylan Amold, and that'll be a 6-3 on the ground out to end the inning.
And 2 runners left on base.
And they will strand 2
Fargo Davies 7.
through 5 innings of play. 7 runs on 7 hits, no errors, and 4 left on base for Fargo Davies. Grand Forks Central, 1 run on 3 hits and 2 errors, and 3 left on base. Time of the game so far, 1 hour, 12 minutes. Back after this on the ND Sports Channel.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
All right, welcome back. Kraft Field here as we head to the top of
Leading
the
off
sixth
top of
inning.
the sixth inning for Fargo
It'll be
Davies
batters
is the
9,
second
1, and
baseman,
2
number
for
one, Sam
the
Moser.
Eagles. And Sam Mosier is batter number 9. Cullen throws pitch 34. And pitch 34 will be chopped over to the shortstop. And he'll throw it across the diamond, and he beat out the throw. Nice run there by Mosier, and he's safe on an infield single. Just barely beat out the 6-3 ground out there. But that brings up Taylor Parrott.
Pitcher number 11, Taylor Parrott.
1 for 2, a ground out on a 5-3, his first plate appearance. He was walked on 5 pitches, his second plate appearance. And his last at bat, he came about 18 inches short of a grand slam over the left field wall with the bases loaded. So what he can do this time around. That one's into the dirt, ball 1.
Now playing right field for the Knights, number 20, Caleb Johnson.
So Caleb Johnson will come in place of Cade Barta. Caleb Johnson is a junior for Grand Forks Central. He'll make his way out into right field. Throw over to first off the pitch, which was a ball, is not going to be in time, and the runner Mosier will be safe once again. And now Taylor Parrott, 1 for 2, ground out walk and a double. He's now facing a count of 2 balls and no strikes here in the top of the 6th inning, and the Eagles lead 7-1, looking to maybe add a couple insurance runs here as we get closer to the 7th inning of play. Here's the pitch, down low, another ball. 3 balls on 3 pitches from Dalton Coland. And Parrott potentially a pitch away from advancing to first. That'd put 2 on for the Davies and bring up Zach Clovers. Should pick off throw to first, not in time. Mosier will remain in check at the first base bag. It remains 2 balls, 1 strike. I guess they're saying that last pitch was a strike. And now that I missed it, but I heard strike and I saw the ump point his finger in the strike motion. So, and now the scoreboard reflects that. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that's what I got here. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch 39 on the horizon here for Coland. Here's the 2-2 swing, and he didn't get a really good contact with the bat. Did he beat out the throw? I believe he did not. He did. He did beat out the throw. So it'll be an infield single.
Catcher number 3, Zach.
A little blooper that drops right in front of the pitcher. As a result, Mosier will advance to second, brings up Zach Clovers. 1 for 3, fly out, ground out, and a single to deep left his last time at the plate. 7-1, checks the runner at second, delivers the pitch down low in the dirt inside, ball 1. Colin's now thrown 40 pitches, 24-16 in favor of strikes on the ball-strike split. Colin, 1 ball, no strike. Glances at second, winds up, delivers the 1-0 outside, and that will go into the dirt, into the backstop, and the runners will advance 90 feet from first and second to second and third. One ball, 1 strike, and that one's fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one, I believe it hit one of the players in the Eagles dugout. There's a fence in front of there, but not sure. Can't quite see from where I'm sitting at the whole situation over there to my left-hand side. I can tell you it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now I'll be down low for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Clovers. 1 for 3, fly out, ground out, and a single. Nobody gone here in the top of the 6th. Eagles lead 7-1. And that one will be fouled away, and Culvers will stay alive at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch number 6 coming up here. That one will be hit out into center field. It'll drift to right center, and the right fielder will make the catch. That's Caleb Johnson. Now the runner will tag at third, and the runner will tag at second. The runner from third, Sam Mosier, will score. And Parrott will advance to third. So Mosier scores on the sac fly to right center.
First baseman number 12, Rylan Amo.
Both of the runners will tag in advance, and that brings up Rylan Amold, 0 for 3. 2 strikeout swingings and a 5-3 ground out his last plate appearance, and he takes the first pitch on the outside corner for strike number 1. So we reached the 1 hour, 20-minute mark of our game. First pitch today came at 5:27. We're now at 6:47. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Swung, and that'll be right line drive to the shortstop, and he dropped it. And he will, no throw to first will be made, and as a result, it'll be a reach on error for Allman. That'll put runners on the corners for the Eagles. They lead 8-1.
Center fielder number 7, Johnny Brooks.
It's another error for Grand Forks Central. That brings up Johnny Brooks. Single, strikeout swinging, and a strikeout swinging in that order. His first plate appearance tonight, he would single out into shallow left center. Takes the first pitch, high and inside, but it caught the inside edge. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners on the corners. You got Amald on first and Parrott on third. The batter once again is Johnny Brooks. Swing and a miss on a pitch that was down low, and 2 strikes now to Johnny Brooks. Struck out swinging his last 2 appearances, and now he's swinging a miss away from doing it 3 times in a row. Here's the windup in the 0-2 delivery. Outside corner, missed it, ball 1. That's officially 50 pitches now for Dalton Colden. 32 strikes, 18 balls. Runners on first and third on the corners for the Eagles, who lead 8-1. They've got 1 run in this top inning. They got 4 of those 8. And they might get another one here. That one's going to find its way out to left field, and Parrott will score from third. It'll be good for an RBI single to put runners on first and second. Parrott hesitated a little bit there. Wasn't sure if that ball was going to stay fair or not.
Number 18, Jackson Roper.
So now runners on first and second, 1 gone. It's 9-1 Eagles now. And Jackson Roper, 1 for 3, a double, a ground out, and a strikeout looking. His last plate appearance, his first plate appearance, he doubled out into right field by the 375 marker. A visit to the mound there by the junior Parker Stroh. Now he'll come back in behind the plate, and Jackson Roper, the senior, will step back into the batter's box. Once again, you got Johnny Brooks on first, and you got Rylan Amold on second. Amold getting a nice lead off on second there, and Roper had to duck down forward and let that ball go over the back of his neck. Up high and a little too far inside, ball number 1. 1 ball, no strike. Here's the 1-0, and he got hit by a pitch. That'll load the bases for the Eagles. And bring up Matt Hagan. He's 0 for 1. 0 for 3, excuse me. Struck out swinging his first 2 plate appearances, and he reached base on an error by the shortstop his last plate appearance. And now we're going to have a visit to the mound here, and we'll see if Colin's done, and he is done. He will end the evening with 53 pitches, 33 strikes, and 20 balls, and we'll have a new pitcher. We'll find out who that is right after this on the ND Sports Channel.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo.
All right, welcome back to Kraft Field here in
Central, number 19, Connor Clementson.
and you may have just heard
Going
the
to third
announcement.
base is number 12, Dalton Colin, and playing second base is number 14, Cole Wiggestran. Now batting for Fargo Davies, shortstop, number 14, Matt Hagan.
All right, so as I said, you may have just heard it in the background there. We got some players flip-flopped around. Your new pitcher is Connor Clementson, the senior. His first pitch is outside for a ball, and that was the same result the last time the Knights switched pitchers. Last time the Knights switched pitchers, the first 5 pitches were balls. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Up high, ball 2. Bases are loaded for the Eagles. You got Roper on first, Brooks on second, Amold on third. The batter, Matt Hagan, facing a 2 balls, no strike count. Here's the windup and the 2-0 delivery. And got it in there for a strike. That was a nice pitch there by Clementson. It looked as if it may have dropped a little low, but he got it there just quick enough to remain in the strike window. Now the count is 2-1. Here's the windup and the 2-1 delivery, and that one's outside for ball number 3, so he's a pitch away from making it 10-1. Davies scored 4 runs in the top of the 4th. And that will come on the inside corner. Strike 2. It's a full count now. Ball, strike, in that order on 5 pitches from Clementson to Hagan. And pitch number 6 on the horizon. Here's payoff pitch. Into the dirt. Ball 1, and it's 10-1. Or ball 4, I should say, and it's 10-1. That'll bring up Jacob Martindom, 2 for 3. A strikeout looking, a single to shallow center field, and then a double to deep left his last time at bat. 10-1. Bases are still loaded. Brooks at third, Roper at second, and Hagan at first. Martindom, the batter, fouls the first pitch back into the netting for strike number 1. It's reached the 1 hour, 27-minute mark of this game. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the 6th, 10-1, Eagles lead. On the road here. And he got a piece of that one, and it'll go foul for strike 2. Knights in danger here, picking up their 2nd loss in 6 games. They've only played 6 games this entire season. So they trail 10-1 here. And here's the pitch. That was high up into center field, and that will be a catch for the center fielder, Eagleson. And the runner will tag from third. That's Brooks, and he will cross safely. The other 2 runners will remain at first and second, and now it's 11-1 on the sacrifice fly by Jacob Martindom.
Third baseman, number 10, Kobe Sen.
That brings up Colby Sen, the freshman, 1 for 2. A double, he was hit by a pitch, and then he had a ground out on a 5-3, his last plate appearance. Runners on first and second now for the Eagles, who lead 11-1, and that first pitch comes down right the middle of the pipe there for strike 1. 10 pitches now for Clementson, and that 10th pitch was just shy of 38 miles an hour. 37.9. We'll round it up and give him credit for a 38. And that one's in the right over the shortstop. Now the throw over to first is in time. It'll be a 6-3 to end the inning, and they'll leave 2 runners stranded. 6-3 ends the inning, and we'll head now to the bottom of the 6th. Time of the game, 1 hour, 27 minutes through 5.5 innings. Fargo Davies, 11 runs, 10 hits, no errors, 6 left on base. Grand Forks Central Knights, 1 run on 3 hits, 3 errors, and 3 left on base. Time of the game, 1 hour, 28 minutes.
4 runs and 2 hits.
And we'll be right back after this here on the ND Sports Channel.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo.
Welcome back to Kraft Field here. It's 11-1 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning here. Taylor Parrott will remain on the mound, I believe. Or did they? No, I think. We might have a new.
Leading off the bottom of the 6th for the Knights.
We'll
Number
check that
12,
for sure.
Dalton
I believe
Cole.
Parrott's still on the mound. Jersey number 1. 11. First pitch comes in for a strike, and it is indeed Parrott. He's thrown 73 pitches now, 48 strikes, 25 balls. Here's the 0-1. A little low and a little outside. Evens up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike.
Now playing second base for Davies, number 2, Brooks Brown.
Brooks Brown is a junior playing second base now for Fargo Davies. I believe they had another substitution too, and I missed it. We'll track it down here momentarily. Kobe Sen is at third. Matt Hagan is at shortstop. Here's the 2-1. Caught the outside corner for a strike. Evens up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Has reached the 1 hour, 30-minute time of the ball game right now. Here's the windup and the 2-2 delivery. Into the dirt for ball, and that'll be a full count now. Last pitch came in off his hand looking good, and then it just kind of dipped down and resulted in ball 3. Here's the payoff pitch. Caught him window shopping. Dalton Cullen goes down. That brings up Parker Stroh, the catcher.
Catcher number 18, Parker Stroh.
So Parrott now 2 pitches shy of 80 has reached the 90-minute mark of the ball game. Been on the air, including pregame, for just shy of 1 hour, 50 minutes. I want to thank everybody listening. I want to thank our sponsors, Game Time, Quality Home Restorations. Check them out on our website. Just go to NDSportsChannel.com. We've got both of their logos pop up there as soon as your web browser brings you to our homepage. You can click on one of those logos if you want to learn more about them. And that one will be sent right over to the second baseman, Brooks Brown. He'll get it over to a mold, and that'll be the first out of the inning. It'll be a second out, on the 4-3. And that pitch that created the ground out came in at a speed of 52 miles an hour. That brings up, let's see here. There we go. Joseph Grubanski, the sophomore, takes the first pitch for a strike. 0-for-1, a ground out and a walk, his last 2 plate appearances. Knights trail 11-1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning with 2 gone. And now a count of 1 ball, 1 strike. Parrott now with 81 pitches, 52 strikes, 29 balls. Pitch 82 is fouled away down the first baseline and out of play. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Here's the windup and the 1-2 delivery, and they'll come right down and just miss on the outside for a ball. Even up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. First time I've ever been to this field here, and I like it. I'll come back here and do some more games. I want to be hit right over there to Brooks Brown, second baseman. Brown will give it over to a mold, and that'll end the inning. It'll be a 4-3.
For the Knights in the bottom of the 6th inning, no runs, no hits, no Eagles errors, and no runners left on base.
I'll send us to the top of the 7th, or actually it'll be the final score via the 10-run rule. And it'll be 11-1, your final score. We'll add up some numbers, and we'll come back with your post-game show right after this here on the ND Sports
Paper
Channel.
tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo.
The second annual Shields All-Star Softball Game is coming to the ND Sports Channel on June 4th and 5th. The East swept the series last year, and the West is looking to prevent that from happening again. Game 1 is in Fargo on June 4th, with Game 2 in Mandan on June 5th, and the ND Sports Channel will be there to bring you the coverage from the first pitch to the final out. It's the second annual Shields All-Star Softball Game, June 4th and 5th, on the ND Sports Channel, ND Sports Online.
All right, welcome back. Post-game show here as the visiting Fargo Davies Eagles get a win here on the road, and the Knights fall on their home field by the final score of 11-1. We'll get to your final numbers here, but I want to give you a quick update here as the new coaches polls just came out about 30 minutes ago. So in Class A, you have Valley City now moving up to the number 1 spot. They were at number 2 last week. They flip-flopped with West Fargo. And once again, these are softball coaches polls. So Valley City and West Fargo flip-flopped the 1 and 2 positions from the Week 2 poll. Dickinson stays at number 3. Bismarck Century stays at number 4. Grand Forks Red River at number 9 last week bumps up to number 5 this week. Bismarck at number 5 last week falls to number 6. West Fargo Cheyenne remains at 7 this week. Minot down from 6 to 8 in the Week 3 poll. And then Fargo North down from 8 to 9 as they have lost 2 in a row now for the Spartans have. So they fall from 8 to 9. And then Bismarck Legacy remains at the number 10 spot for 2 weeks in a row, and that's your Class A softball coaches poll. For the Class B side of the softball things, it'll be Central Cass, the number 1 spot. Even though they did fall to the Thompson Tommies a couple days ago, they will remain at the number 1 spot. And Kindred Richland will remain at the number 2 spot. Bishop Ryan up from 5 last week to number 3 this week in the Week 3 poll. And then Hart River up from number 6 to number 4. Thompson down from number 4 to number 5 this week. Des Lacs Burlington was at number 3 last week. Now Des Lacs Burlington Lewis and Clark falls to number 6. Hillsborough Central Valley will remain at the number 7 spot for 2 weeks in a row, as will Grafton at the number 8 spot, and the same for Mayport CG area at the number 9 spot, and Watford City at the number 10 spot in the Class B Week 3 coaches poll for the North Dakota softball coaches polls. Now, let's get to those final numbers. And let's see here as they pull up. Your line score looks like this. It was 1-0 Grand Forks Central after the end of the first inning. Fargo Davies would get 2 runs in the top of the second to make it 2-1. Hold the Knights scoreless in the bottom of the second. They would get 1 more run in the top of the third. And at that point, it was 3-1. as the Knights would fail to score in the bottom of the third. 3-1 going into the fourth, make it 7-1. Fargo Davies get 4 across the plate, holding the Knights scoreless in the bottom of the fourth once again, and it remains 7-1 through the fifth inning as neither team would score in inning number 5, and then the Eagles would get 4 more in the top of the 6th. We would not have to play a 7th via the 10-run rule, and the Fargo Davies win by the final score of 11-1. 11 runs, 10 hits, no errors, 6 left on base for Fargo Davies Eagles. Grand Forks Central Knights, 1 run, 3 hits, 3 errors, and 3 left on base. Batting stats for the Fargo Davies Eagles. You got Taylor Parrott, 4 plate appearances, 3 at-bats, 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 single, 1 double, 3 RBIs, batted .667, was walked once, and had 2 stolen bases. Let's see here. Let's make this a little bit bigger. There we go. Zach Clovers, 4 plate appearances, 3 at-bats, 1 hit, 1 single, 2 RBIs, batted .333, had 1 stolen base, 1 sacrifice fly. Rylan Amold had 4 plate appearances, 4 at-bats, 1 hit, 0 for 4, struck out swinging twice, and reached on error once. Jonathan Brooks, 4 plate appearances, 4 at-bats, 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 singles, 1 RBI, batted .500, struck out swinging twice. Jackson Roper, 4 plate appearances, 3 at-bats, 1 run, 1 hit, 1 double, 1 RBI, batted .333, 1 strikeout looking, and he was hit by a pitch once as well. Matt Hagan, 4 plate appearances, 3 at-bats, 0 for 3, had 1 RBI, and let's see, is that right? Yes, RBI via an error, if you want to get technical about it. So 4 plate appearances, 3 at-bats, 0 for 3, got the RBI via an error, and batted zeros. Was walked once, struck out swinging twice. Jacob Martindon, 4 plate appearances, 3 at-bats, 1 run, 2 hits, 1 single, 1 double, and 1 RBI, batted .667, 1 strikeout looking, and 1 sacrifice fly. Kobe Sen, the freshman. I was saying it right during the game, and now I can't nail it. 4 plate appearances, 3 at-bats, 1 run, 1 hit, 1 double, and 1 RBI, batted .333, and was hit by a pitch once. Sam Mosier, 3 plate appearances, 2 at-bats, 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 hit is what I meant to say. So let's start over. Sam Mosier, 3 plate appearances, 2 at-bats, 2 runs, 1 hit, 1 single, and batted .500, was walked once. And team totals for the Fargo Davies Eagles, 35 plate appearances, 28 at-bats, 11 runs, 10 hits, 6 singles, 4 doubles, 10 RBIs. As a team, batted .357. 3 batters were walked, 8 struck out, 2 looking, 6 swinging. 2 batters were hit by a pitch, 3 stolen bases in the game for the Eagles, and 2 sacrifice flies, and 2 runners reached base via an error. One of those runners coming across home plate when the error was committed with the bases loaded. Let's see here. Pitching for the Fargo Davies Eagles, it was all Taylor Parrott. He'll get the win. He pitched 6 innings, faced 22 batters, threw 84 pitches, 54 strikes, 30 balls, ERA of 1.17, and 9-inning ERA of 1.50. Struck out a total of 4, 3 looking, 1 swinging, allowed 3 hits, walked 1 batter. And that's your pitching stats for Taylor Parrott of the Fargo Davies Eagles. Had a great night on the mound. Now looking ahead to Grand Forks Central Knights here. Taking a look at their batting stats. You got Will Eagleson leading things off for the Knights, and 3 plate appearances, 3 at-bats, 1 run, 1 hit, 1 single, batted .333, struck out looking once. And then Dalton Colin, the junior, 3 plate appearances, 3 at-bats, 0 for 3, struck out looking once. Parker Stroll, 3 plate appearances, 3 at-bats, and had 1 RBI. And Joseph Grabonski, 3 plate appearances, 2 at-bats, and was walked once, otherwise 0 for 2. Zach Murphy, 2 plate appearances, 2 at-bats, 0 for 2. Zach Vodden, 1 plate appearance, 1 at-bat, and 0 for 1. Cade Barta, 1 plate appearance, 1 at-bat, 0 for 1, struck out swinging once. Connor Clementson, 2 plate appearances, 2 at-bats, 0 for 2. Brandon Holt, 2 plate appearances, 2 at-bats, 1 hit, 1 single, batted .500. Hunter Moreland, 1 plate appearance, 1 at-bat, 1 hit, 1 single, batted .1,000. Caleb Johnson, 1 plate appearance, 1 at-bat, 0 for 1. He had struck out looking once. Team totals, batting for the Knights, 22 plate appearances, 21 at-bats, 1 run on 3 hits, 3 singles, and 1 RBI, but as a team batted 143. 1 batter was walked, 4 strikeouts, 3 looking, 1 swinging, and no walk, or no, check that, 1 walk. And that's your batting stats for the Grand Forks Central Knights. Pitching, well, I think we had 3 or 4 pitchers. It's officially 3. Memory serves me correctly here. And Zach Voden started things off, pitched 3 2/3 innings, faced 17 batters, and threw 56 pitches, 18 balls, 38 strikes, allowed 5 runs, an ERA of 5, an ERA of 9.55, and a 9-inning ERA of 12.27. Struck out 6, 1 looking, 5 swinging, allowed 4 hits, and walked 1 batter and hit 1 batter. Dalton Colin would come in, pitch an inning in 2/3. He would face 15 batters, throw 53 pitches, 20 balls, 33 strikes, allowed 6 runs, an ERA of 16.8, a 9-inning ERA of 21.6. Had 2 strikeouts, 1 looking, 1 swinging, allowed 6 hits, walked 1 batter, and hit 1 batter. Connor Clemenson would come in and pitch 2/3 of an inning to finish out the game for the Knights, and he would face a total of 3 batters. Pitched 11 pitches, 7 strikes, 4 balls, allowed no runs, and an ERA of 0, a 9-inning ERA of 0, and no strikeouts, and walked 1 batter. You combine those 3 pitches all together, 6 innings pitched, 120 pitches thrown, 42 balls, 78 strikes, 11 runs allowed, an ERA of 10.5, a 9-inning ERA of 13.5, struck out 8, 2 looking, 6 swinging, allowed 10 hits, walked 3 batters, and hit 2 batters. And that's your pitching stats for the Grand Forks Central Knights. Taking a look here now, the Knights, with the loss, they fall to 4-2 on the year, in their next game will be against the Fargo North Spartans on Monday, May 7th. At least I believe it is. It's either against Fargo North or Fargo Davies. There's apparently an error on that schedule there. As the Fargo North game is scheduled for 5 o'clock, and Fargo Davies is scheduled for 5:30. So my guess is it's a 5 o'clock game against Fargo North. But if I'm wrong, please excuse me for the confusion there. I was wrong. Then, we hope, anyway, they'll have a doubleheader on May 8th against Devil's Lake at 5 and 7 p.m. on May 8th. That's next Tuesday, I believe. And then they'll have a doubleheader on the road in Valley City on May 10th, 5 and 7 o'clock first pitches for those games. And then they'll have Saturday, May 12th at home here in Grand Forks against the Wahpeton Huskies. And then they'll go back down to West Fargo to take on the Packers in a doubleheader at 5 and 7 p.m. on Tuesday, May 15th. And then they'll wrap up the regular season. Once again, a little confusion here on the schedule. It's either a doubleheader against Grand Forks Red River at 5 and 7, or it's a single game against Fargo North at 7 o'clock. I'm not sure. They're all scheduled for May 17th, so we'll have to see why those sources are displaying that information there. For the Fargo Davies Eagles, they improved to 8 and 6 on the year, at least according to our numbers here, assuming that the schedule is correct and accurate. And on Friday, May 11th, they'll go on the road to take on Valley City, and then they'll come home to take on Devil's Lake on May 15th. May 17th, they'll have a home game against the Fergus Falls Otters, and then they'll wrap up the regular season on the road, sort of, still in Fargo, actually West Fargo. They'll take on the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. Doubleheader at 5 and 7 on Friday, May 18th to wrap up the regular season as the teams head in to the postseason action here. So once again, Fargo Davies Eagles, to the best of our knowledge, 8 and 6 on the year now with the win. And the Grand Forks Central Knights, to the best of our knowledge, 4 wins and 2 losses. We started the game with a temperature of 82 degrees, and right now, let's see here. Let's hit refresh. We're down to 72 and no wind at all. We do have let's see here, they're refreshing it again. Yep, 72 degrees and no wind at all. We had a 60% chance of precipitation, and it looks like that we'll get out of here before that precipitation occurs. Rumor has it that it was raining in Fargo over the last couple of hours, but no way to confirm that at this point in time. But that's what I was told from one of the fans that came to the game here today. So, with that said, once again, you can check out our website, ndsportschannel.com, for our next broadcast. And I can tell you that our next broadcast is going to be tomorrow, 5 o'clock. It'll be a doubleheader. Fargo North Spartans at 5 and 7 o'clock, respectively, will take on the Valley City Highliners, and that game will be at Mickelson Park in North Fargo. And we'll have all the action for you right here on the ND Sports Channel as we follow the Spartans softball team all season long. If you missed it on WDAY last night, it was Taya Opheim along with Anna Erickson and Anna Goff getting a little TV time there, representing the Fargo North Spartans, talking about the great start to their season. Even though they lost the last 2 in a row, they're averaging 13 runs per game. It's a high-powered offense there, and we'll see if that high-powered offense goes back into effect, as they're going to need it against a very good Valley City Highliners team. Once again, first pitch scheduled for 5 o'clock tomorrow right here on the ND Sports Channel. Until then, we'll send you back to regular programming. And thanks again for listening. Certainly appreciate it. Your final score, Fargo Davies Eagles 11 and the Grand Forks Central Knights 1. Send you back to regular programming now here on the ND Sports Channel.